Oh, we have 6 goldfinches up there. Oh man, this is really nice. Hey everyone, this is Attackers News Day. I'm excited to show you Bear Went Over the Mountain. I'm a family card game that you can get on the Game Crafter, but you can also just print and play that yourself. I hope that I don't forget to put like links in the description of this video where you can get this. This is pretty interesting because this game draws its theme from the classic folk song, The Bear Went Over the Mountain. It's like sung to the tune, to the melody of For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. The lyrics are public domain, right? And there's even, I think, a German or German language based folk belief about bears checking like the weather after hibernation by coming out to see like what they could see, right? And that's like kind of like also what the text is referring to. So very, very cool theme actually. I just got this recently. This was very hard to get, but I got a used copy and I played this a few times and I think this is really cute. So I would love to play this on the channel. There is a solo mode of the game. You will not find the solo mode in the box, but online on BoardGameGeek you find like a different set of rules where you also find like a few variants and also the solo mode. All right, before we get started, as usual, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right, there we go. All right, so the setup is very, very easy, so we don't need a montage for that. This is essentially like a tile laying game, but it's like not tiles, it's cards, right? And the multiplayer game is similar to the solo game, but the solo game has a few changes. So you have like these cards here. These are like the rules, how that works, right? But these are the multiplayer rules. If you want to have the solo rules, they are online, as I said, right, on BoardGameGeek. Maybe I will actually think of putting the link in the description, but you will find it easily by just going to the games page and going to the files section. The solo mode works a little bit different. There are like these 5 bear cards. You just sort them out for now. And then you have like the rest of the cards right here. And you see the cards are like always like set up. There's like a little bit meadow. There can be like the green or the reddish yellow trees. I don't quite know what they're called at the moment. Conifers and something else, I think, but I will see that on the cards. And then also there are like animals here, right? So we have like bluebirds here and jaybirds and rabbits and squirrels, foxes, deer, like things like that, right? And also like we have elevations here, like sometimes it just like stays flat, sometimes it goes down, goes up the hills, right? And these are all like features we're trying to build into our landscapes. For the solo mode, we are excluding most birds, most small animals, most medium mammals, most large mammals, and most bears. These are all excluded, so we will just remove them from the game. And the others, we will just put someplace where we can use them. I usually put them like at the top. They're like very small on camera now, but I will just mention them in just a moment. And then I think that's fine. Actually, let me put that one over there. That makes more sense. So like this. I will like read them out in just a moment. Let me put them straight, of course, right? I don't know what I'm doing here. Alrighty, so there we go. They don't quite all fit on camera. That would have been really cool actually, but that's what it's like conifer, right? And hardwood. That's the other one. Yeah, that's the other kind of tree or kind of forest that was talking about. Keeping them in a straight line is harder than I thought. And then here we have the, actually, you know what, we can maybe put these like on top of each other. For now, we will like remove them very, very soon anyway. All right. So, and then for the rest of the setup, we take like the other cards, we give them a quick shuffle. I will just give them a little, just a slight, like a few slight riffle shuffles. You don't really need to like shove them too massively, I would say. Just a little bit at least, right? Let me just quickly do that. So one more, and then I think we should be fine. Just like that. A cut. All right, and then we draw 5 cards that we like just take out. And the rest of the cards, we will do those in just a moment. And the rest of the cards, we will just put into like, just divide them into 5 stacks. You don't have to like divide them like totally equally, right? But like roughly, I think this kind of works. Like these are a little bit too large. So let me just put a few cards over here. Yeah, I think like this is kind of fine. And then we take like one bear card and we shuffle one bear card into each stack, right? Like this. In a multiplayer game, you wouldn't do that. In a multiplayer game, you would also have the bears as regular cards, right? As everybody like builds up their tableau. But in a solo game, the bears actually act as a timer, which is a pretty clever concept. Then you shuffle each of these 5 stacks like this and put them just on top of each other. There we go. These as well, like that, and also like, come on, like this. Okay. Now don't shuffle the entire stack anymore, right? Because now we have like 5 bear cards like spread like kind of evenly throughout the stack here. And then we just put the stack aside for now. All right, so what we are doing, we are building up landscapes, right? I can't fit like all of them where they should, but I will just put a few here. Can I put one more down here? Yeah, I can. I can. 4. I can't fit all 5. So I will just put like one aside, but that is fine. Like one of them will be cleared soon anyway. All right, so how does this game work? This game works in such a way that we always like draw a card, and then we have to try to puzzle it onto one of our landscapes. We have like 5 panoramas here that we're building up, right? For example, I could like build up that panorama a little bit more like this, right? Actually, these will have elevations, so instead, let me maybe do it like this. For now, so we have a little bit of room here. I will have to move around everything a little bit because this game takes up a lot of table space, right? But it's actually okay. It's just like difficult for recording. All right. So for example, like this, I have to put like meadow next to meadow. I have to put the conifers, I hope I pronounced that correct, to the other one, like let's say the green trees next to other green trees, or I have to put hardwood next to hardwood. So I couldn't puzzle it together like this, right? I couldn't. And you see, I always have to match the elevation of the card, right? So I have to like offset the card a little bit if that's necessary to like have the same elevation here, right? I can't do it like this suddenly, right? So this also wouldn't work. So this card I can only put here, or I could also put it here on this side, right? One thing that is important here to note is that we are looking for these scoring conditions here. So let me just read through those quickly. We have lowest valley, highest mountain, longest meadow, longest conifer forest, longest hardwood forest. These are like the elevation and tree-based scoring conditions. And then we have the animal-based ones. Most bluebirds, most foxes, deer, squirrels, cardinals, rabbits, skunks, and goldfinches. Most, ignore that, right? Because most is only in a multiplayer game. In a solo game, you just need to like count these animals. And at some point, we will draw like our first bear card. When we do that, we have to align the bear card with like any panorama that we can. If we can't like align it with anyone because it doesn't fit regarding the topography or the trees or whatever, then we just can't put it anywhere. And then we have to score that panorama. That means, or at least prepare scoring. That means then we have to choose one of these 5 cards here, like around the elevation or trees, and up to 2, but at least 1 animal cards. We put all of that together, and at the end of the game, we then score that. That's kind of what we're looking for here, right? That means like having 2 skunks here makes sense, right? That could be a contender for the skunks card, right? Because if I put the skunks card on a panorama without skunks, I get 0 points, right? And that's kind of what we're doing here. The rest of the game I will explain as we play. So let's continue. Actually, no, I think that's fine. So then here, hardwood, right? So we can put it here, there, there. And we can also put it here on the right. There is a fox here. I hope you can see it, but we also have a fox right here. That would make sense to kind of have these foxes here. And also, I will go up here in elevation like this because we do have lowest valley. And lowest valley means from left to right, we look at the highest point and then we look at the lowest point. We want to like have like the biggest difference as possible. This way it would make sense, right? Well, actually, I could also do it like this. That's the same thing kind of, right? Oh, wait, I can't do it like this. There are no trees here. I have to do it like this then. But that's fine. You see? So these trees, unfortunately, don't always like fit perfectly, right? That's a kind of a shame regarding the art design, but still, I like the design quite a bit. Like a very nice hand-drawn style. Oh, okay, that's unlucky. We already got our first bear card. That is pretty bad. All right, so that means now we have to put that bear card on any card, on any panorama, right? So we can put it here, here. We can put it here and also here to the left. right? And we have to score one of those immediately or prepare scoring. Oh, that was way too early. That's really bad. But okay, that's the way it is. So let's see. Here we would have quite a nice elevation actually, right? That's not too bad. That's actually a very, very steep decline. So we could actually use this one here, right? Even goes down one further here with the bear, right? That's actually not too bad, right? We would have really steep decline for lowest valley. That's perfect. And then we would also have like 2 foxes. It's not perfect, but we could also take the foxes here. And that's it. I wouldn't take any more. We could take up to 2 animals, but I think I will wait on the other panoramas, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. We still have 7 birds, and we can use up to 2 for each of the other 4, so that's fine. And what I usually do is, like we scored it at the end, right? So I will just put them like on top of each other in the correct order, put the scoring tarts on top, and just put it aside. For now, we will score that a little bit later. All right, let me just move these a little bit because now we have more room. Then we can see all of them. Give me just a moment. There we go. Now we should have enough room for all of them like this. Okay, cool. Even though it doesn't look good what I'm doing here. Okay, all right. So then we continue. Let me just move around things a little bit. So now we have much more room. Okay, so next card. If we ever cannot place a card because it doesn't fit like with any of the edges, we just put it on a discard pile, right? And then we can, when we draw, we can always draw from the discard pile as well, from the top. That's not too bad. We have another skunk here. Look at this. And we have skunks here and it actually fits here. Look at this. That's nice, right? And we would have a contender for highest mountain because that's the same as lowest valley, just the other way around, right? Like we go from left to right. Go look at the lowest point, which is this one here, and then we go to the highest. And that's already not too bad. We can work with that. We have another skunk one here. So now this one doesn't fit, right? I can't put it here. I can't put it here. So I have to put it somewhere else. There is a rabbit and a skunk. We don't have any rabbits here. No, we don't. So let me just put it... Like we are also looking for longest meadow, which is not the longest like patch of grass, right? You know what? Then let's put it here, like this. Maybe we can like get a longest meadow going here. Yeah, I think that would be okay. All right. Like one thing that's really nice is that you also like see the symbols at the bottom here, right? You always see like on the left of the card what kind of forest or meadow there is, on the right as well. And you also see like if the elevation goes down or up from left to right, and you also see like what kind of animals are there. That means if you're like used to playing the game, looking at these symbols, you can like easily say, like for example here, I could say like for like highest mountain, okay, it goes down. Here it goes up 1, it goes up 2 more, that's 3. I don't have to actually count these hills here, right? That's actually done really well. All right, this one we can only put up here or here. This would be actually nice for longest forest here, right? For the longest green forest. So let me just put it there. I think that's pretty nice. Alrighty, so this one we can only put there. That's it, we can only put it here. So we have no choice. But we do have 2 squirrels here already, so that could actually work. And also we still need the longest hardwood forest. We have 2 at the moment here. So yeah, okay, we can kind of work with that. All right, this one fits nowhere, right? We can't put it here on the left anywhere. We can't put it on the right. It doesn't fit anywhere, so we have to discard it. But we can like always like draw it instead of drawing the top card of the deck here. That is a rule that I often forget. All right, so we can put this like in a lot of places. We have a rabbit here and also a cardinal. We have 1 cardinal here, 1 there. And how about rabbits? Do we have any rabbits yet? Oh, we don't. We have 1 here, but we can't put it here. So we don't have a lot of stuff here yet. So let's put it just here for now. Just see, maybe we can get more rabbits down here. Okay, so I think in a regular game you would just put them like all in like 1 column, right? But I think like with all the changing elevation, it doesn't work too well. So I always do like free form like this. I think it works a lot better. Okay, and the next bear card already. That was really quick, man. All right, so same thing. We can put the bear anywhere except, no, we can actually put it anywhere. Okay, so what do you want to score? Here we have 3 skunks. We have a really long forest here, right? That is pretty nice. Also, this card gives us another goldfinch and another bluebird. But we don't have any goldfinches, bluebirds really. We have a little bit here. So, what do I think? I think actually putting it here wouldn't be too bad. Look at this. We have a really long forest, actually, right? We have 3 skunks. 1 deer only? Do we go for deer here already? We might want to. Yeah, I think let's do this here. And then we have to choose one of these 4 here as usual. So let's choose the longest forest. And then we also choose up to 2 bird cards, animal cards. I will use skunks. And also I think, yeah, 1 deer is really not a lot, right? Because here we have a deer as well. But we need to choose 2 cards, I would say. What else do we have? We have 1 squirrel, we have 1 bluebird and 1 goldfinch. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot. But then let's take the 1 squirrel, I guess. Okay, then I will put them like right in order here. Put that on top. And then put it here on our stack as well. Alright, so now we have a little bit more room here for our panoramas. 3. We have 3 left here, right? And then we're already at the end of the game. As soon as we draw the 5th bear for the last panorama, we're done. And then we count up our points. Alright, so here we have a skunk. We already have skunks, doesn't matter, but goldfinches. We don't have any goldfinches anywhere. I don't want to put it like here because then I would end the meadow already, right? I want to like have the longest meadow. So let me maybe put it right here. Then we have 2 goldfinches. I guess that's okay. I guess. But we also still want the highest mountain, right? But we can't get it with that card anyway. So let's put it like this. That's fine. Okay, here. This one we can only put there or here. Skunks again, that doesn't matter, but rabbits. We have a rabbit there and a rabbit there. Maybe let's put it here. I have like rabbits here and also cardinals. And here we would go with goldfinches and maybe bluebirds. Let's see. So this is actually like a game that you can also play with children and family, right? It's a very simple game, but actually the solo mode is quite thinky. Gotta be honest here. Okay, this one I really want here because we have more goldfinches. Now we have 4, but I could only put it on that side. That means the meadow would already be done after 3 cards. It's kind of a shame, but that's the way it is. But I really want these goldfinches. Okay, and here, this one we can only put there or there. We would have another rabbit, no, another squirrel, and we have 2 squirrels up here already. So why don't we go here? We also need like longest hardwood forest. We would have 3. It's better than nothing, I suppose. This one here, we can put only there or here. We have another squirrel, right? But we also have a cardinal. We are collecting cardinals down here. Well, let's put it up here. Maybe we can have some cardinals there as well. But then again, I really need to do the highest mountain thing. I can't do that at the moment. That's kind of bad because so far we don't have any high mountains. Okay, here we have a cardinal and a squirrel again. A squirrel, which we have up there, right? And cardinals we have maybe also up there. Okay, then let me put this down here and put this one right here. Okay, yeah, okay, we're getting places. So, and here we have another cardinal. Yeah, actually, let me put this all a little bit to the right, and let me put this one up here. This is actually quite good for Valley, right? But not anymore. All right, I would like a bear soon to close that one off. So here we have a fox. That doesn't do anything at all. We still need longest hardwood forest. So it kind of makes sense to go here, right? And see if we can maybe get that. Yeah, let's see. And here's the bear. And I will put it right here, I think, because now we can score that long one here. So, highest mountain would be from, where's the lowest one? From here, I think, right? Yeah, or from there, it doesn't matter. And then we go up 1, 2, 4. That would be quite okay. Longest hardwood forest would be 3 or 3. That would be less. But then again, I don't think we will get another hardwood forest here easily, right? I think mountains would be easier. So I might take the hardwood forest here, I think. And then also, what did I say? I wanted to take these squirrels because we have quite a few here. Oh no, I already did these squirrels. Oh no, I'm so stupid. I am the dumbest player ever. Okay, that is bad. then we need to do something else. We will definitely take the cardinals, right? Because we have quite a few of those. Okay, that was kind of bad. What else do we have? We have one deer. Yeah, wonderful. One deer. Fox already gone. How about rabbits? We don't have any rabbits either. Oh man, we're so stupid. Deer. Yeah, well, let's take that one deer, I suppose. Oh, that was really stupid. I really messed up here. But okay, that's the way it is. Oh, I thought we didn't have squirrels yet. That was so stupid, man. I was just collecting squirrels here like mad, but okay. That's the way it is, I suppose. Alright, so then let's see that we get a little bit more room here for like our two panoramas, right? Just like that. Okay. So we have bluebirds, goldfinches, rabbits, mountain, meadow. These are the last ones left. Let's see. Oh, we still have this one here also, but we have squirrels, we have cardinals. This would only be helpful for, yeah, for nothing. Maybe, yeah, for nothing pretty much. So, okay, mountain. We have to put this, we have to put it here. There's no other way. So rabbits, we are still missing. So we have three rabbits here already. So this will be our rabbit panorama, right? Okay. Then here, we can only put this there or here. Here, deer, we already have. So it doesn't matter where we put it. But I will put it up here. Just to have another contender for highest mountain, right? Okay, this one we can only put either here or here. But I will put it here. Just because, look at that mountain we're going up here. That's not too bad. Okay. Then this one here, we put up here. Yeah, we can only put it here. So at the moment, we don't have too many choices, right? We do have this one here, which doesn't do anything. Okay. And this one we cannot put anywhere. Right. We already have cardinals. We have foxes already, so this one doesn't help anyway. Oh, we have another mountain that we cannot put anywhere. This would be amazing here. Maybe we can like extend that later. That would be nice. And then here, ooh, we can put this here. We have deer. Rabbits are at the bottom here, right? Yeah, and look at this mountain. And so now I can show you what we can do. This is amazing because now I will take this card instead of the top card from the deck because I can put this here. And look at this. The mountain is really going up, and it's another rabbit that we need, right? And also bluebirds are quite okay here. We have 3 bluebirds here, 2 up there. So let's see. Oh, we have 6 goldfinches up there. Oh man, this is really nice. This one here, we can only put there or there, and it doesn't matter where we put it, right? Yeah, let's just put it here so we can maybe find another meadow here, because at the moment we only have 3 meadow cards next to each other. Let's see. This one we can only put here, but that's perfect. It's another mountain, and also it's another rabbit. Also, it's a double mountain, double elevation. That's really nice. And this one we can put either there or there. This one has 2 goldfinches. We will definitely put it up here for sure. And you see like how much room this like takes, right, at the moment? So we should draw a bear card soon. There it is, yeah. And we can put that one only here in the top row. Okay, then let me put this one down for just a moment. And then we have to put this one right there. Okay, so for this one, we want highest mountain. I will definitely take for this one here. That means we will have to take the longest meadow. And also I will take the most goldfinches. And that means we are like locked in now, right? Because here we are collecting bluebirds and rabbits. We will get quite a lot of points for that. So let me just put all of that here in order. Like this. Give me just a moment. This is actually a longer playthrough than I thought. I thought this would be like a 15-minute playthrough, but it takes a little bit longer today. Yeah, but it's about right. Like it's about like a 15 to 30 minutes game. Maybe 20 to 30 minutes is fine. All right, so now let's put this here like this. Okay, and yeah, not too many cards anymore. Like the bear will come out quite soon. This one we cannot put anywhere, so let's just put it there. I would like to put it there, right? Because we have bluebirds and rabbits. Let's see if we can still use it. So this one I can put here at the bottom or here. It doesn't matter, but it's going up. That is good. I need to move again. We are really having like problems with the space here. And now I will have to like rearrange everything. Give me just a moment. Let me put the deck over here. The discard pile can stay here. I will now take this one and put it up here because that's even one more elevation and a rabbit and a bluebird. That's really good. All right, and this one can't go anywhere, right? We can't fit it. So just put it there. This one, bluebirds, that's good. And we have to put it up here. Yeah. And then we draw the bear. And the bear fits down here. Okay. So that means for this one, we have the highest mountain, most bluebirds, and most rabbits. Okay. And that is the end of the game. And now we will count up our points. And how that works is as follows. I will do it manually again. I just enjoy that more. And now we will count up all the points for our 5 panoramas. Like according to like what you put as scoring conditions. Let's start with the last one. We don't have to pack it together. We can just use it the way it is, right? So let's start with highest mountain. How that works is we look for the lowest point we have, which is right here, from left to right. We go from left to right, looking for lowest point right here. And then we see like how many elevations we have. You can see that either you can count that because there are like these dotted lines here, or you just count the arrows that go up, right? And always like when it goes down, you have to subtract it again, right? But you stop at the highest point. So up here, we will stop. We will not go down here further again. So we start here, and then we go up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we stop. That means for the first panorama, we have, first of all, we have 11 points. Then the most bluebirds, most you ignore in a solo game. You just like count the bluebirds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means we're at 7. Most rabbits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rabbits. Not too bad. Okay. So that's our first panorama. But we will not count that together yet. I will do that at the end. All right. So then we continue by, let me just put these together here. Come on. Give me just a moment. And then we count up the next panorama. That means we take like the stack here. We have our scoring cards here. And come on. Oh, that was a long. Oh, that was the second to last one, which was quite long as well. Let me put all of that like aside. We don't need that anymore. All right. Then let's do this. I have to go up a little bit. Sorry, I'm not doing this perfectly. So, like this, and then here and there. All right, so here we have longest meadow. We have 2 here, 2 there, 3 here, 1 there. So 3. Most goldfinches, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That is really nice. Great. Then we remove all of that again, right? And then we go to the next panorama. All right, so longest hardwood forest, most cardinals, and most deer. Ah, that was the one that I messed up, right? Because I wanted to have these squirrels actually, which I already scored before, so that is kind of bad. All right, so then let's just see here. We put all of that up like that. Okay. So, longest hardwood forest, 2. Here we have 3, and here we have 3 as well. So just 3. Cardinals, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well. And deer, we have 1. Well, that is not great. All right, and then I think the last... No, we have still have 2 more. Oops, now I'm messing everything up. Give me a moment. There we go. Okay. So, blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the 4th and second to last panorama that we have here. One of the shorter ones. So, longest forest here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not too bad. 5. Skunks, we have 3. That's okay. And squirrels, we have 1. Amazing. That is so bad because you put squirrels here for just 1, And we had like many more in the other panorama. Oh, that's just really, really annoying. Okay, and then last one. That was like the shortest one, right? Because the bear came up like as the 4th card. That was pretty crazy. So lowest valley, we go from the top again, and then we go down 2, 4, 5. That's not too bad for 3 cards. And then most foxes we have 2. Okay. So that means now we have counted all of that up. And what we now do is, that was the discard pile. And now we just count all of that up here, which is not a problem. That is 64 points here. And now I only have the total rules digitally here. So it will be hard to read, but it says like lower than 25 points is nervous squirrel. 25 to 34 points is cautious rabbit. 35 to 44 points is industrious skunk. 45 to 54 points is clever fox, and 55 plus is big old bear. So I actually got the highest score here. By the way, I think that's not right. That's 61. I actually made a mistake here, but still, we have the highest score. That's really good. That was a really good game, actually. Like, especially like the last 2 panoramas were like really strong. These 2 here, right? These were like really good. The rest was just okay. But yeah, this is how you play Bear Went Over the Mountain. I like this game a lot. I really like this. So I haven't played multiplayer yet, right? I only played it solo, and like the main rules are of course for the multiplayer game, but the solo game works very well, as you can see here, right? So if you like puzzly games, if you like nice whimsical nature themes, which I like love, as many of you may know, then yeah, this game may be just for you. I will put like links in the description if I don't forget, where you can get this game. You can also, like, as far as I know, you can also print this yourself, which makes it a lot easier, of course, right? Because it's like not that many cards, and if you are kind of used to like printing out your own stuff, assembling your own games, then that is no problem. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for staying to the very end. As usual, a huge thanks for your support. Especially, I want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The biggest thanks go out to Thagono for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my really cool community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and cheers.